So, hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for always coming back. If you're new here, you're most definitely welcome. We do all things personal finance, self development, and self growth tips. If this is the kind of content you would love to see, kindly click on the subscribe button down below to get subscribed to join my new beautiful and amazing family. Please watch till the very end. In this video, we'll be talking about some frugal habits that we should be disciplined enough to practice or do to save us lots and lots of money. So if this is the kind of content you are interested in, please watch till the very end and do not skip any part. Let's delve right into today's video. I always say wealth creation is mostly not really about, at the beginning stages, it's not really about how much you earn, but how much of that money that you earn that you are able to keep back. And that is spending less than you earn. That is basically how to create wealth. And so, the very first step that you should be very disciplined enough to do is to automate your investment. If you are paid at a particular date, and on that particular date your salary comes without fail. You have an idea that I am paid, let's say, every 15th of every month, every 20th, 25th. If it's a very fixed date that it comes without fail, then you can automate your investment. You set aside a particular percentage of your salary and then automate it a day after. You set a date a day after you are paid every month, and then a particular percentage or amount of your salary into your investment account. That's this way we ensure that our investments are, they run smoothly, they come in or shine, we are still doing the investments and we are not using the money to take care of other expenses. Number two, guys, as time goes on and we are really adding value to ourselves, we are going to earn more. With all things being equal, when we earn more, that is not a time to spend more. Any pay raise that comes, it means you should increase the amount or the percentage that you automatically transfer into your investment account. Maintain the same standard of living that you always had or that you started with, but rather increase uh, your investments, that pay raise, that difference that has been added to your salary. Just pretend it has not been increased or it never came, and rather transfer it automatically to your investments. Number two, guys, is to track every spending on a daily basis. Make sure you have a fair idea of, at the end of the day, how much did you spend and what did you spend money on. If you have a fair idea, it helps you to really cut down on unnecessary spending on things that are not really adding or bringing value to you. Number four, frugal action or habit to have on bucket is to cook your meals at home and cook in bulk. It's very important. It really saves time. It's very good, nutritious meals, delicious meals. It really helps with our health. Eating out mostly, dining out mostly is quite expensive, so it saves money. And make sure that you know what you are cooking, you know what you are putting into your food, and so the health benefits is enormous. It's important you cook at home, and you also cook in bulk to save you time and money. The fifth frugal habit you can learn or acquire is your accommodation at most 25% of your income or your salary. You know how much you earn every month. It's very important. If you do not know, you really need to sit down and really find out how much are you earning. And most especially if you have other side hustles that are bringing the cash flow, really have a fair idea of how much you are earning on a daily basis. It's very easy if it's a 9 to 5 course, that salary, you have a fair idea of how much you are earning. But if you're self-employed or you're entrepreneur, sometimes it might be difficult to, but you really need to really track the income that comes in and the expenditure. So having a fair idea of your salary is very important. Then having spending on your rent or accommodation where you lay your head, it's very important. And so do not spend above, at most maximum 25% of that income or that salary. If you go above that, you are living above your means. The idea here is to live within or below. The idea here is to live below our means or at most within our means, but you shouldn't go extra. That is a no. It really helps you to keep your expenses down, because rental accommodation is one of the expenses that we spend a lot on. I mean, apart from food, rent or accommodation, it also really requires a lot of money. If you're spending more than 25% monthly on your rent or salary, you are living above your means. It means you cannot afford that particular place you are living. Number six, guys, is affordable transportation. You can resort to um, using public transport for commuting yourself in and out to anywhere you're at work, anywhere you want to go, or you can buy a car, but buy it cheap. I mean, used cars, not brand new, and make sure you pay cash, the full payment up front. Do not make an initial deposit and pay the rest in installment. In installment you are going to pay more than you're actually supposed to pay for that car, and so make sure you have paid the full amount and in cash, and then you take your vehicle away. It's very important. And so find very affordable means of transporting yourselves. It really saves lots of money. Number seven point, guys, if you have access to a library, make sure that you are taking advantage of that and borrowing books instead of buying books, because buying a lot of books is quite expensive. But if you have access to free books, free resources, take advantage of that. Or you can download the audio forms of these books and listen to them during your leisure time. It really helps to help to cut down on certain expenses, save you lots and lots of money. Number eight, guys, is to get affordable ways of exercising. Exercising is very important, very good, but it doesn't necessarily mean you have to sign up to gym memberships that at the end of the day you might not even use. And so, really, find affordable ways of exercising, walking. It's very good. um Having watching YouTube channels that do exercise train drills and all that, and then you buy just a few equipment at home and be using it to exercise at home. It really goes a long way to save you money. Number nine, guys, very important point. We are a balanced beings. We are balanced beings. We need to be balanced all around. We just are not only interested in saving and investment, we need to have some form of, what makes us happy, leisure, entertainment, treating ourselves. So it's important that as a savings and investment, you set aside some monies for entertaining yourself. You work so hard, and so once a month trying to dine out or treat yourself to very good food, good music, nice sceneries, take a trip or a vacation. It really goes a long way to maintain the momentum to keep going forward. Do not deprive yourself just because you want to save and invest, but do not go overboard on entertainment. Number 11 point is to practice at most the 72-hour rule, where 72 hours means 3 days. You wait at least, at most, sorry, 3 days and at least a day. If you see something you want to buy, wait 24 hours to 72 hours. Wait a day to 3 days before you purchase that thing to actually ascertain if you want that thing. There are a lot of things that people purchase that they thought they needed, but it didn't really serve any purpose to them when they brought it home. It's just lying on their counters, lying in their homes, and not really playing any significant role. It's important that we buy things value spending, value added spending, things that are bringing value to us. So we have to wait at most 3 days to ensure that we actually remember that thing. If after a day to 3 days you don't remember that you wanted to buy this thing, it means it doesn't really serve any purpose. It's not that important to you, and so you do not buy it. Number 12, guys, is to cancel unused subscriptions. A lot of people are signing up or subscribing to stuff on the internet online that does not really serve them any purpose. They see it pop up on their on their screens, and they just click the subscribe, they just subscribe to it, and they do not even use those services or those products. They did it some years back, and it's always been deducted from their salaries, but they are not even aware of that. Go to your bankers, require or request for statement, and then really have a look at what deductions have been made from your checking account on things that are not very important. You will really realize that you have signed up for a lot of things, a lot of subscriptions you are not using. Immediately you find out those subscriptions, what those subscriptions are, you cancel them immediately on the spot to save you money. Number 13, guys, is to buy generic products instead of brand name items. Brand name items sometimes are kind of overrated. They are very hyped, and so people are just buying the names of the product and not really the products. Why don't you go for their generic counterparts, which sometimes or most of the times are of the same quality but do not really have the names, the big names that these brand names items have. And so people are just buying because it's a brand, a particular brand that is very popular. A lot of people are buying, but it shouldn't be so. Go for the generic counterpart that is also of very similar quality but a little bit less cheap compared to uh, the brand name items. The fourth thing, guys, is to take advantage of employers' pensions benefit. If you're working for someone, the person is paying your social security, make sure you take advantage of that. And maybe most importantly, you can really add up to maximize those benefits at retirement. Take advantage of your employer's pension benefits. I mean, instead of you paying it on by yourself, make sure if someone is paying it for you, you take advantage of that. Number 15, guys, is to invest every time and don't wait to time the market. A lot of people want to make sure they time the market before they actually do investments. You can't always get it right. And so the best you can do is that you set aside a particular amount to invest every month, and you do it whether the market is up or down. That way you really maximize the benefits you get from your investment instead of waiting to time the market. Number 16, guys, is do not always go for the upgrade of products that always come, maybe phones, gadgets, accessories. People, there are upgrades coming in each and every time, and then it doesn't mean you always have to get an upgrade of the phone you're using or the gadgets that you are using. Stick to what you have or what you're using, most especially if it's still working very well, perfectly for you. Why go on and buy an upgraded phone, which is, the difference between the upgraded one and what you're using is not really that much most of the time, to save you lots and lots of money in the long run. Number 17, guys, is to use a high savings uh, account, which is called HYSA, HYSA, high yield savings account for your emergency funds. The traditional banks, traditional savings accounts will give you less than 1% of interest on your savings account. But when it comes to the HISA, it's going to give you, let's say, 1 to 5% or even more of interest on your savings. We want to save for emergencies, but we also want to maximize high interest rates on our savings. And so take advantage of saving for emergency funds, but using a high yield savings account to save for emergencies. Number 18, guys, use the zero-based budgeting, whereby every dollar, every CD, every pound is accounted for. It's working. You know what that particular amount was used for. It's very, very crucial that you do this to really track your expenses and know where your monies are going, and also cut down on unnecessary spending. So we can account confidently in a zero-based budgeting. We can account for every amount of money that we used. We are not confused about it at all. Number 19, guys, any side hustle income, I have a side hustles on the side, things that bring in the cash flow, any dividends paid, any interest, pay raises, allowances, tips, any form of cash gifts that comes to you. You want to automatically transfer it into your investment. Just see it as monies that never came. You pretend you never saw that money, and rather direct it to your investment account, to your retirement account, pensions account, savings account, whatever account that you have, that you are really um you are it's very important to you, that you want to save towards or invest towards. You want to put your monies in those accounts. Very, very important. Number 20, guys, is to pay off any debts that you have as soon as possible, especially the high interest ones. I always say the more you delay in paying that debt, the more the interest on that debt would rise, would go up, and you end up paying more than you're actually supposed to pay. Paying off debts as soon as possible before you even start saving for savings and investment is going to save you lots and lots of money. 21, guys, you have to spend less than you earn, live below your means. If your what you earn, let's say if it's 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, it means you do not have to spend all that money. That income you earn, you do not have to spend all that money in the month. And so if you spend less than that money that you earn, it means you are living below your means. And finally, guys, financial literacy, knowledge is power. If you really know what to do with your money, it goes a long way to help you save money, to invest money. A lot of people have money, but they do not really know how to or what to do with their money to multiply, grow, and increase their money. Financial literacy, like what we are doing on this channel, to educate ourselves on our wealth creation journey, to know what to do with money each and every time. We are not confused, we don't have any doubts, we know what to do with our money. We have a sense of purpose and direction for our money. Any money that comes to us, it's very, very important. The basic fundamental principles of money and how to use money efficiently and effectively to grow or multiply your wealth. I would love to hear from the comment section down below. Let me hear from you. Subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, give me a massive thumbs up, like this content, and share with your family and friends. What are your thoughts about the frugal habits we've given so far? What are your additions or your subtractions? We're all learning, and so I would definitely love to hear from you. Do well to watch for my previous videos and watch out for the next one. The Lord bless and keep us all. It's bye for now. See you in the next one. Bye.